The road to the championship starts now. Welcome everybody to the Division I girls basketball postseason. The 5th seed Christian Patriots taking on the 12 seed Torrey Pines Falcons. Live inside Christian High School courtside. Jonathan Rifkind on the call with you for what promises to be a fun evening of hoops. Each and every Prep Insider CIF San Diego section broadcast is brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Mission Fed Credit Union is proud to partner with the CIF San Diego section. They are also San Diego's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution, exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for the community by putting money back into San Diego through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Thank you to Mission Fed for being a proud sponsor of all of our Prep Insider streams. The basketball postseason begins, the first of what will be many broadcasts for us here on the Prep Insider stream. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here on a Wednesday evening. Christian and Torrey Pines in round 2 of this season. It was Christian that got the better of a shorthanded Torrey Pines team in round number 1. Well, a completely different Torrey Pines team who went 10-13, 4-4 as a freelance team. Well, they have enough in the tank here to take it against Christian at Christian. On the other side, the Christian Patriots 10-8, 3-3 out of the tough Western League. I will tell you, though, a marquee win on the season, or a marquee game on the season was a loss against Bishops, one of the best girls basketball teams in San Diego. They lost 75-73. They were up by 5. Towards the end of that game, due to some scorebook errors and this and that, they ended up losing. However, that should show you just how good and primed this Christian Patriot team is to make a run here in the Division I postseason. This is an open division team. We saw 2 years ago a state championship in 2018 at a Christian high school. They started at D4 3 years ago, and then came head coach Vicki Carrington from Horizon Prep. They moved up to D2, they dominated, and then they won the open division right thereafter. As their starters get announced, we're going to step aside for our pre-game break. When we come back, it's the starting lineups and the tip. You are listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section girls basketball Division I playoffs. Christian taking on Torrey Pines in just a moment here at Christian High School. Ready to go here at Christian High School. Let's get to the starters. Torrey Pines wearing the red and gold uniforms, red dominant with that gold numbers and letters on the front and back, and the yellow stripe down the side of the pants. The starters, Paula Ramirez, the senior guard in the backfield. She teams up with Kayla Taruya, the senior guard. Down below will be the freshman Zoe Lau. She partners on the block with Sydney Taylor, the senior center, and star guard Rory Hetrick out as the final wing. On the other side for the Christian Patriots in their home whites with the deep blue numbers and letters on the front outlined by red and the Christian High School C on the pants. Kristen Williams in the backcourt, Jaya Little, Coco Acreage down low, Serene Weeback will man the middle, and Tiffany Bickford, the final guard. We are ready to go. Postseason action begins now. And Christian gets the jump here, but Torrey Pines forces a turnover on the initial Christian possession, and they will begin their set under head coach Morgan Overman. They went 10-13 this season, 4-4 as a freelance team. Ball out on the right wing. And a little flip shot here for Rory. Head trick falls about 5 feet out on that right post. 2-0. Torrey Pines strikes first here in the early going along the left wing. Now Christian swings it inside. It's Serena Weeback. Short on the floater, rebounded by Torrey Pines. On the break now. A little stutter step here for Head trick. Too strong, though, with the lefty layup. Serena Weeback corrals the rebound for Christian. Here come the Patriots now. 2-0, a minute in. Left baseline dribble drive, draws a whistle. And that'll send Tiffany Bickford to the free throw line. 12 points per game, 7.5 rebounds is good for second on the team. A hair over 1.5 assists as well. Foul being attributed to Sydney Taylor, her first here in the early going, a minute in. It's 2-0 Torrey Pines, but Tiffany Bickford at the free throw line looking to make quick work of what was a short lead here, 2-1, as she splashes in the first one. Christian High School back in Division I after back-to-back open seasons in the Open Division 2 years ago, winning under head coach Vicki Carrington. Such a phenomenal family. This program at Christian is a family affair. Darren Carrington Sr., Diara Carrington, and Vicki Carrington, all three at the helm here at Christian. Of course, Dejanay, her daughter, plays for the Connecticut Sun. Right week triple for Ramirez off the back iron, off to Christian. On the counter now. Along that left baseline comes Coco Aldridge. She gets hit as she goes up, and she'll go to the line for 2. 2-2 our score. 6:48 is where the clock stops here in the opening quarter. And for head coach Carrington, I mean, she was at Horizon Prep. Her daughter Dejanay was the section player of the year. She was runner-up to Sabrina Ionescu for the Cal Preps High player of the year in California. Now she plays, obviously, for the Connecticut Sun, as the first shot here by Coco Acreage finds the bottom of the net at the free throw line. 12.5 points per game, 7 rebounds. Third on the team. 3-point assist, 2.5 steals. Drains both. Christian 4 for 4 from the free throw line. They take a 2-point lead here, and they show some full court pressure now in the backcourt. Hetrick gives it up, and a nice little play here for Torrey Pines. Right wing three by Loud, though, air balls and triples out of play here. Christian, a free possession out in transition. Torrey Pines was able to beat the full court press eloquently, but an errant three by Lau on that right wing, and now Christian back in possession, up by 2 here. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Williams dumps it to the high post, and Webeck can hit on the left block floater, and then a jump is called as she gets tied up down low with Sydney Taylor. Possession arrow favors Torrey Pines. On the other side for Torrey Pines, a program that has seen a lot of success, but it is so hard. Girls basketball is so competitive in San Diego, and to really establish yourself as one of the preeminent programs is not easy. Head coach Vicki Carrington here at Christian was able to do that, but sort of an anomaly. Ball on the left wing, dribble drive here from Hetrick, spins on the block, and too strong with the lay, and rebound falls to Christian. Here come the Patriots now. They're up 4-2, 2 minutes in. On the drive is Bickford, goes errant with it, loses it off her foot, tried to take coast to coast. Possession turns back over to Torrey Pines. Both these teams matched up earlier this season, and it was a win for Christian, though a shorthanded Torrey Pines team looking to flip the script here in part number 2 in the postseason. Full court press as the ball is brought across the timeline by Hetrick. Guns it to the corner. 3 by Lau, and it's rejected in the corner by Weeback. Here comes Christian on the counter now. All the way to the rack is Jaya Little. She's rejected, but ball goes out of play. It'll stay with Christian. It was Rory Hetrick on the chase down block for Torrey Pines. 4-2 our score. Close to 2.5 minutes in here. Fast paced play for Christian, but only 4 free throws. Long 3. Left short off the inbound here by Kristen Williams. Offensive rebound falls to that left block where Jaya Little is. Clean it up. Just a guard averaging 7 rebounds per game. Not something you see very often, and head coach Morgan Overman wants to talk here on the sideline during this break in the action. We have an opportunity to pay the bills. Well, not my bills, but the bills of my associates in the CIF San Diego section office. Scorebook Live is the official digital content partner of the CIF and your destination for following all of your favorite teams and players. live.com for scores, live play-by-play, and more. Thank you to all of our Prep Insider CIF San Diego section sponsors for sponsoring each and every broadcast. 6-2 coming out of the timeout. And Torrey Pines looking to build some continuity. The opening shot was fired by the Falcons, but have yet to find the bottom of the net since. They bring it up. No full court pressure. Zoe Lau, the freshman, a phenomenal freshman against the zone defense, tries to bring it to the shoulder. Sydney Taylor walked with it. So the offense did exactly what you're supposed to do against the zone. Bring a center up to the high post, onto the shoulder, run the offense through the middle. It was just a mishandle by Taylor that gave it back here to Christian. 6-2 our score remains 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and a turnover on the dribble drive by Williams gives it back to the Falcons. Lau with it. Left wing, the southpaw pulls the trigger and drills it. First three here of the day, and Torrey Pines cuts what was once a 4-point lead to 1 here, 6-5, under 5 to play in the first quarter. Here comes the Patriots. Nice flip up by Williams, facing contact. She can't hit, but she'll head to the line for two. Kristen Williams, 21.5 points per game this season. That's first on the team. 4.5 rebounds is phenomenal. 3.3 steals per game leads the team. Oh, and she's also averaging 4 assists per game. She is a do-it-all guard, a team captain, and somebody who has really been a staple here for Coach Carrington and this Patriots squad. She swishes in the first attempt at 7-5 here, Christian. Sub coming in now, it's Laura Rooks, sophomore guard here, playing that right post for Torrey Pines. Williams lines up number 2 and drills it. 6 for 6 here for Christian from the free throw line. 8 points, 8-5 our score. Here come the Falcons the other way. It's Lau who had that 3 of possession to go. Goes high shoulder for Rooks. Going back to Lau, she loses it, and a steal here by Williams. Here comes Christian. 2-on-1 for the Patriots. A flip up and a flip in by Tiffany Bickford. Well orchestrated fast break for the Patriots, and they have a 5-point lead at 10-5. 4.5 to go here in the first. Great transition continuity all the way to the rack goes Lau. She leaves the layup short. Rebound falls to Christian. Another fast break opportunity. Little high post, dribbles into the middle of the paint. She's off right on the floater. Offensive rebound falls to Weebeck. She kicks it into the corner. A step inside. The 12-footer is short by Coco Akridge, but another offensive rebound falls to Tiffany Bickford, and she puts it back up and in for 2. 12-5 offensive rebounds going in favor of the Patriots, and they are capitalizing. On the right shoulder, here comes Tirua. She gets wrapped up on that left block by Williams, and Kayla Tirua will head to the line for 2. The first free throw opportunities here for Torrey Pines.
Number 30, Serene Wetback, that is her first.
Serene Wetback with her first foul here today. First team foul for Christian. They played a relatively clean game here through the opening 4 or so minutes. First free throw here. Falls down the chute. And Tirua lines up number 2 calmly and drills it through. 12-7 our score. 5-point lead, matching the largest here for the Patriots. Williams turning on the Jets, kicking it to the left corner. 3 pulled by Akridge. It's short. Ball, though, chased down in the right corner. Originally gone by Bickford. And the steal here by Hetrick. She goes rack to rack through contact. Too hard on the layup, but she'll head to the line for 2. Great steal by Hetrick on the perimeter defensively. Absolutely disrupted what was a potential drive for Williams, and now she's rewarded with 2 free throws at the line. Nice turnout here on the Patriots side of things. Torrey Pines, some fans making their presence felt as Trick able to get the friendly roll here as she sets up opportunity number 2 at the line. 12-8 our score. 3:33 is where the clock stops for 2 teams who have found plenty of success in their respective leagues here in Division I. And the Torrey Pines schedule is just as impressive as the Christian schedule this season. I'll go through that here in a moment. Ball whipped into the corner, near side pocket. Bickford, dribble drive into the center of the paint. Lefty flip is too hard. And ball falls off of Hetrick, so it'll be under the basket here for Christian. Torrey Pines, they played Bishops. They played El Capitan, who was the highest seed in Division II. They played Del Norte, who is the 8th seed here in Division I. They played Mount Miguel, who's an open division team. I mean, this is a loaded schedule for Torrey Pines. Bonita Vista, the best team in open division. Carlsbad, this team took it to the North County this year. And yes, their record is 10-13, but the only way to be playoff ready is by playing a playoff regular season schedule, and that's what Torrey Pines did, and they came to play here today. Out on top is Heatrick, 10 on the shot clock, starter step to the racket, she gets tied up by Webeck, she'll go to the line for 2. I like the stutter step. You don't see these lengthy stutter steps in high school so much. Obviously, the European game has brought that over to the professional level, but nice job by Rory Heatrick to break it out, draw the contact. She finds herself back at the line for 2. 12-9, trying to cut it to a 1-point lead. So far, both teams perfect as she's able to rattle that one home. 12-10. And JP Melvin will come in here. 6 points per game, 6 rebounds per game for Christian on that left block, coming in for Weeback. Picked up her second foul here in the early going. 2 for 2 from the line here for Heatrick. Brings us to a 1-score game, 12-11. Christian leads by 1. Their largest lead has been by 5. Torrey Pines only led 2-0 to open up the first quarter. Up top is Williams. Nice little behind the back on the shoulder. Stops, pops, but can't drop. Leaves the 8-footer from the shoulder short. Rebound falls to Torrey Pines. Bringing it the other way is Zoe Lau, the freshman. Up top, she's calling the shots. Looks like we have some man-on-man defense after zone was pretty prevalent here. Christian throwing a bunch of different defensive looks at Torrey Pines. Little post up. Ball goes to the corner. Lau gets rejected from the three-point line by Coco Akridge. And Akridge brought the energy in the pregame. They were blasting music, and she was keeping her team engaged with dance moves and just really emulating the energy you want to see prior to playoff games. Steal on the inbound. Here come the Patriots. Williams out in transition. The outlet, though, out behind her. She couldn't catch up to it. And that's the first turnover in transition by the Patriots here in this ball game. 12-11. Possession back to Torrey Pines. 2:20 to play here in the first quarter. In a fast-paced first quarter, neither team able to get an edge. It was 12-7 a moment ago. Torrey Pines chipping away here. Ramirez stops at 5 feet, off right on the layup. And how about JP Melvin ripping down that board through contact? Whistle blows. And we're going to get a foul here on the Falcons on the rebound. Laura Rux picks up her first, the sophomore. Torrey Pines' team has a decent mix of seniors and underclassmen as they're able to turn it over in the backcourt. Lau wings it into the corner for 3. It's Ramirez. It's too long. Rebound, Rye Williams. Outlet pass up for the Patriots to Bickford, and she's able to get the roll through contact and 1. Nice dribble drive after the outlet pass from Williams finds her down the right lane. Zoe Lau picks up her first 15 foul. No more fouls to give the rest of the half here for the Falcons. And that'll send Tiffany Bickford to the free throw line. Her second trip here, she was 2 for 2 in her lone trip thus far. Beautiful evening here in El Cajon. Well, it's hard to tell because we're in the gym, but I promise you outside it's a beautiful evening. I've been spending a lot of time outside. It's nice to be back in the gym post-soccer, post-season. 15-11. Bickford hits both. Ball into the corner. Taria stops right wing. Swings it up top to Heatrick. Heatrick picked up by Akridge. Puts the moves on. Stops left shoulder. Too hard on the floater. Rebound falls to Jaya Little. Now the other way, Bickford. In a one-on-one, Bickford will able to beat the defense all the way to the rack for 2. Zoe Lau came flying in early. Bickford just waited for her to pass. Had a wide open layup. 15-11. 6-point lead. The largest of the game here for the Patriots. Down the right baseline. Here comes Lau. Stops her dribble. Kicks it back right wing. Stopping for 3 is Taruya. Leaves it short. Rebound to the floor. It's between Heatrick and Bickford. And we have a held ball. Possession arrow favors the Patriots. The winner of this game will play the winner of the 4-seeded El Camino and the 13-seed Sarah. That game happening right now as well. I'll try at halftime to get a score update as we wind down this first quarter. 17-11, the Patriots trying to add on to their lead. Up top, it's Little, loses it. Ball, though, goes into the hands of J.P. Melvin on the post. She turns and shoots and scores, but not before a held ball is called. She got wrapped up with Lau on that corner, and possession goes back to Torrey Pines. So they call that a travel, not a held ball. So possession arrow still favoring Torrey Pines here. So it's a turnover. Out on the left wing, driving in is Ramirez. Foul on the floor as she floated it up. And she got wrapped up with Tiffany Bickford prior to the lay-in attempt. It'll be under the hoop here for Torrey Pines. Rory Hetrick, the inbounder. 17-11, 34 seconds to go. 4 seconds separate shot clock and game clock here in the first quarter. Nice drive, Zoe Lau, but she's rejected from behind by Kristen Williams. And Torrey Pines will get it again. This time a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The trigger Hetrick. Out on the left baseline, looking at the top of the key. She fires it to Ramirez. Straight away. Pulls the trigger straight away. 3. It's off left. Ball's batted around. Chased down by Rux, but it's out of play. And the Patriots retain possession here. Basically a full court to go. No shot clock, though. 24 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 17-11, the 6-point lead maintained here by Christian is the largest of the game so far. Torrey Pines led 2-0. That was their only lead of the game here today. On the left wing, Williams got bumped after a handoff from Coco Akridge. And that foul is on Kayla Taruya. Back to the free throw line come the Patriots, where they've been perfect so far. 16 fouls, so foul trouble here for Torrey Pines the rest of the way. Last foul to give as we have a side out for the Patriots. Akridge on that left baseline. Looking for Williams. And she's picked up by Taruya straight away. Now on the left wing, it's Akridge. Back to Williams here with 4. Williams with 2. Driving in, right shoulder floater as time expires. Too hard. And that's how the end of the first quarter will end. 17-11. The Christian Patriots, the 5th seed, lead Torrey Pines, the 12th seed here in the Division I girls first round. We're going to step aside for a 40-second timeout. When we come back, the second half of action, you're listening to the Prep Insider, CIF San Diego section, girls basketball Division I postseason right here on the Prep Insider stream, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Back in a moment from Christian High School. All right, second quarter of action back here from Christian. Jonathan Rifkind on the call with you. 17-11. The 5th seed Christian hosts the 12th seed Torrey Pines and leads here as we put 8 more minutes up on the clock for quarter number 2. Torrey Pines in possession of the basketball. They started off the game well. They got the first basket, but Christian built continuity in the transition game. They got to the free throw line, and no more fouls to give the rest of the way here in the half for Torrey Pines. On that right shoulder, a little stutter step by Hetrick. Gets to the left block and floats it up and in for 2. Nice move to create some space for Rory Hetrick. 17-13 lead cut back down to 4 here for Torrey Pines. Coming back the other way with it is Bickford, and she takes it all the way to the rack herself. Was not expecting that, just a spurt of speed for 2. 19-13, 30 seconds in here to the second quarter. Loud dumps it high post. That's Hetrick. Tried to dump it down, but it goes off of Christian under the hoop. We'll have a Torrey Pines throw in. But first, a substitution. Alyssa Spears makes an appearance here for Tiffany Bickford. He tricked to pass, looking for a Torrey Pines jersey. She finds Zoe Lau on that right wing. Right baseline dribble drive to the corner. He tricked for three, long air ball. JP Melvin with the rebound. Here comes Melvin, the junior. On the right wing, picked up by Rux. Nice spin all the way to the rack, though. She leaves it too short. Rebound tracked down, though, by Acreage. And it's tipped away here by Torrey Pines. It'll stay with Christian under their own hoop. A minute in here to the second quarter. Both teams playing with a hastening pace, but you can just see how much the girls on both these sides want this win. On that right wing, a spinning 8-footer by Williams. Errant right. Tough shot right there. Think about some of those shots that Dame Lillard was taking last night. That would have fit right in. Straightaway three by Taruya. Bounces around and out. And now a fight for the ball. Williams gets taken to the ground by Rux. Nothing egregious, though. Possession arrow on the held ball favors Christian. And they'll regain possession here. Full court to go. Jaya Little, senior guard, will come back in. JP Melvin, who had a phenomenal 6 minutes of action, will take a seat here. 6-point lead, 19-13 for the Patriots. Here comes Little, manning the point. On that right wing, trying to shake Rux. Floats up an errant shot. She slipped on it too. Airballed. Rebound falls to Ramirez. Here comes the Falcons now. They've been fluctuating between that 4 and 6 point deficit mark for much of this half. Hetrick, right baseline dribble drive, brings it back on the block, kicks it out. Taruya, step back three, and she drops it through. Big three. They've been trying to get her going, and she finally gets one. It's a 3-point game, 19-16. Little on the move, kicking it to the corner for three, and it's off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound. And Amaya Walker, who is the shot taker and the rebounder, got wrapped up after the rebound. So she'll go to the line, a 1-on-1 here. Second foul for Rory Hetrick.
Number 3, Amaya Walker will be at the line.
Free throws are the rest of the way here for the Patriots. Look for them to be, or to stay aggressive, really. Here on the near side, Hetrick is talking with head coach Morgan Overman. First free throw bounces out, so Torrey Pines gets possession here on the 1-on-1. First missed free throw for the Patriots here in this first half. They were perfect prior to that. 19-16, our score remains. 5:45 to play here, first half. Ball in the corner to Williams. She is getting hounded by the defensive Acreage, and she gives it up. Little with the steal. Little hits the deck. Foul is called on Torrey Pines, and Jaya Little heads to the line for a 1-and-1.
Foul is on Torrey Pines, number 25,
Zoe Lau picks up her second foul here for Torrey Pines. And Jaya Little strutting to that free throw line where she has been oh so comfortable all season long. She lines up the first attempt. Can't hit on the season, though, prior to that. 64% free throw shooter. In the backcourt, ball is tipped out of play. And it'll stay with Torrey Pines. Not before, though, a Patriots timeout is called. A 30-second timeout called by head coach Carrington. 19-16. Christian leads by 3. 5:33 to play here in the half. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section. Girls Basketball Division I playoffs here on the Prep Insider stream. Back here at Christian, 19-16 out of the timeout comes Torrey Pines. Both teams have been stagnant offensively. Only a Kayla Taruya 3 has broken the stalemate here. 5.5 to go in the half. Straight away, there's Taruya, fakes the 3, dumps it down low on the left block to Rux. She can't lay it in, but she gets tied up. She'll head to the line for 2. Good continuity on the drive by Taruya, freeing up Rux. She couldn't get the layup off, but she got hacked by Amaya Walker, the freshman guard. And Rux, a sophomore in her own right, missing the first free throw here off left. Big free throws here for Torrey Pines. These free throws can be the difference as she lines up attempt number 2. This one she sinks. And a lane violation called. No basket. You can't leave the free throw line as a shooter. Actually, in high school, you can't leave any position until the ball hits the rim. And especially as a shooter, Rux came off the line. Basket doesn't count. 19-16. Here comes Coco Akridge manning the helm. Right shoulder, heavy aggression, and did she travel with it? She did. Too many steps. Akridge planted with the right, tried to post up as she slid with the left, and that's a Patriots turnover. Torrey Pines trying to capitalize here. They were down 17-11. They're on a 5-2 run to begin the quarter, but have not been able to be consistent. Left block, Rux loses it. It's resurfaced here by Lau on the right wing. She steps into a 3, leaves it short. Williams rips down that rebound and gets fouled in the backcourt. Unnecessary fouls here for Torrey Pines. You don't want to give free opportunities to a team that's currently struggling offensively. Christian has only scored 2 points here in the quarter, and you're just bailing them out by fouling in the backcourt and sending the team's best shooter to the free throw line here. Not even halfway through the second quarter. Clock stops at 4:49 on the dot, 19-16. Kristen Williams hits the front end. She is in the running to score her 15,000th. She doesn't know this, by the way, but she's in the running to score her 15,000th point here tonight. And head coach Carrington did tell me before the game that they have a plaque ready to give her once she does pass that mark. Leaves the second one short. Walker was in position for the rebound, but she couldn't corral it. Ball goes out of play here for the for the Falcons. 2016 our score, 4-point lead. The Patriots have led by as many as 6. Torrey Pines led 2-0. That was their only lead here of the game. On that right block is Rux, frees up some space, floater too hard, rips down that rebound and gets a jump here. Possession arrow stays with Torrey Pines. That is a really resilient play by Rux. She jumped in the middle of 3 white jerseys to grab that rebound, got it, and forced the held ball to give her team a fresh possession. Really resilient there by the sophomore guard. Under the hoop, Hetrick, who's played every moment of this one so far, the gunner. Looking up top to Lau. Zoe Lau in possession. Swings it into the left pocket. Hetrick with it, trying to put the moves on Akridge down the left baseline. Here comes Hetrick, spins, and she walked with it. Following the example of Coco Akridge on the other end, Rory Hetrick, too many steps. Patriots get it back. 20-16, our score remains 4.5 to play here in the first half. Alyssa Spears turning on the Jets as she brings it up the timeline. Down the left baseline, dumps it down low. JP Melvin, though, on the left block, loses it out of play. Laura Rux with some ferocious defense to force the mishandle. Torrey Pines gets it here with a full court. Here comes Ramirez, deep right wing. Facilitating it on that right block. It's an errant pass. The save comes to the Patriots, and Walker has her pocket picked by Ramirez, whose wide open layup is too hard. Rebound falls to the Patriots. 3 is off left by Lau. Williams corrals the rebound here for the Patriots. Here she comes, coast to coast. Kristen Williams, too hard though. On the layup, rebound falls to Rory Hetrick and Torrey Pines. Full court pressure, but now they back off. It looked like Hetrick got hit in the face there as well. She looks to be okay. 20-16 on a score here. 3:35 to go in the second quarter. Right wing Hetrick. Little floater from the right shoulder, too strong. Williams with another rebound here. Kristen Williams, outlet pass, finds Coco Akridge on the left baseline. Outlet pass into the corner. Spears for 3. Too hard. Williams with the rebound. She loses it, collides with a teammate on the floor. Akridge comes up with it, finds JP Melvin wide open, and she lays it in for 2. What a hectic way to get 2 points, folks. Timeout, Torrey Pines, 22-16. The lead back up to 6, matching the largest here for the Patriots on the day. We'll step aside for a break. 3:11 to play here in the second quarter. 22-16. Christian is up. You're listening to the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section girls basketball Division I first round playoffs, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. back here at Christian. So I want to make a correction. I said that Kristen Williams was close to 15,000 points. She's close to 1,500 points. It feels like 15,000 points. And I was also not a math major or a mathematician anyway. I'm glad that I have some wonderful people around me on the scorebook who are great at math that realize that it's pretty impossible to score 15,000 points in a high school career. Nonetheless, out of the timeout comes Torrey Pines, 22-16, 3 minutes to play, and they'll take it side out after a tip away. Will allow the outlet here past the timeline for the Falcons. Falcons team that opened up the season with a 3-game winning streak before losing the home and home to Poway. But they took it to El Capitan in a really good one, perhaps one of the better wins of the season. Lau on the dribble drive, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Airballs it from 8 feet out. It goes out of play, and the Patriots get it with a full court to go. 6-point lead is maintained. Both teams a little stagnant here in the second quarter. It was 17-11 coming into the corner. Only 5 points here for the Patriots. Only 5 points here for the Falcons. In the backcourt, it's Alyssa Spears. Almost lost it. Akridge there to clean it up into the corner. Spears pulls the trigger. Left pocket three, and she downs it through. First three here for Spears. The lead up to 9, the largest here of the evening. Right wing, Taruya into the corner. Rux thought about a 3, swings it back. Right wing, 3, swishes home by Paula Ramirez. Showing off the range, gets the bench up. 25-19. Get a 3, give it right back. On the drive here is Spears on the right baseline. Too hard. JP Melvin with the rebound. Can't hit the putback. Akridge corrals the offensive rebound. Swings it back up top where Kristen Williams, awaiting her 1,500th point, is at the top of the paint. Against that zone defense. Keeps it herself. Beats everybody to the rack. Loses control, though. Leaves the layup short. Zoe Lau cleans it up. Outlet pass to Rux on the post. She gets fouled on the outlet, so it'll be under the hoop here for Torrey Pines. One more foul to give for the Patriots here in the half.
16. Into the game for Christian, number 12, Noelle Sanchez.
Noelle Sanchez coming in. Tiffany Bickford reappearing here. She was in foul trouble after a nice first quarter. On the inbound, ball finds Ramirez in the right wing. She just had a 3 from there, a possession to go. Into the corner to head trick back to Ramirez. Straight away, she pulls the trigger, leaves it short. Melvin gets the board, and here come the Patriots now. Melvin running the break. Outlet pass into the corner for 3. Bickford off the right iron. Corralled by Akridge. Back to the corner. Bickford right baseline dribble drive. She's rejected at the rim, though. And Laura Rux with a big block. Ball goes off the foot of Christian, and it'll be a block and then what essentially amounts to a turnover here. Possession falls back here to Torrey Pines. They trail by 6 with a minute to play in the first half. Right baseline dribble drive by Lau. She airballs. Rux with the rebound. She gets fouled going back up for it. She'll go to the line for 2. Foul goes against JP Melvin. Second foul for her, 7th-team foul. Free throws the rest of the way on both sides now. Just the single bonus, 9 fouls for Torrey Pines. One more will put them into the double bonus. 7 team fouls here for the Patriots. Rux in, out, and back in on the first one. She was 0 for 1 here tonight. She did hit the second one at that triple, was whistled for a lane violation. And Serena Webeck, who we haven't seen for the entire quarter, the 6'2 senior, team leading rebounder, team leading blocker, coming back in here. And Laura Rux hits both. 25-21. The lead was once 9. It's back here to 4. And a turnover at half court. Picking the pocket is Ramirez. Right wing 3. Head trick. Just too hard off the left iron. Bickford corrals the rebound. Bringing it up here for the Patriots. Crossing the timeline. Keeping possession. Rack to rack goes Bickford. Too hard. On the rebound comes Webeck, ripping it away. But not before a held ball is called. Possession arrow, though, will stay with the Patriots. Only broadcast here this week. We'll be back next week for a full week of basketball, softball, baseball, and water polo. A loaded week coming up next Monday through the end of the postseason here in the San Diego stretch. And straightaway three off the inbound. Jaya Little drops it through for three. First three here for Little, 28-21. About a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock here for Torrey Pines. Rucks in the corner, right dribble drive. 24 seconds to go in the half, and Little takes her to the ground trying to rip it away. Held ball is called. It stays with Torrey Pines. Both these teams playing like they want it here this afternoon. Under the hoop, Hetrick to Lau, swings it up top, Ramirez. 15 on the shot clock, Ramirez short on the floater. Rebound falls to Weback. Here come the Patriots now on the counter. Akridge crossing the timeline, right wing. Hands it off here to Little. On the right wing against the zone, pass is tipped. It's corralled here by Sanchez. Dumps it down low into the corner. Bickford, left dribble drive, 12-footer too hard. Rebound by Akridge at the buzzer. She puts it back up and in for two. Coco Akridge to beat the first half buzzer and pad the lead. It's 30-21. The 9-point lead matching the largest of the evening here for the Christian Patriots. Halftime is 10 minutes. I'll be off for 8 minutes. Back here at 7:48. 7:48. So if you're not sick of me now, you'll be sick of me by that time. 7:48. We'll be back here for the second half of action. 30-21. The 5th-seeded Christian Patriots up over the 12th-seeded Torrey Pines Falcons. Back in 8 minutes for more. You're listening to the Prep Insider, CIF San Diego Section Girls Division I postseason right here. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, who is a proud partner of the CIF San Diego section and CIF's and the San Diego County's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Time for halftime, back in 8 minutes from Christian High School. 30-21, Patriots lead the Torrey Pines Falcons. 3 minutes away from the second half of action back here at Christian High School, home of the Patriots. The Patriots up on the Torrey Pines Falcons 30-21. Welcome back, everybody. Jonathan Rifkind, delighted to be on the call with you for each and every Prep Insider broadcast brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. But we're not only brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, we also have the pleasure to be brought to you by Aventis Health, who congratulates all the CIF student athletes, their schools, and supporting communities for their achievements. Your strength inspires us to do more than just practice medicine. You inspire us to transform lives. Aventis Health, the official healthcare partner of the CIF. Together, inspired. Thank you to Aventis Health and all of our wonderful sponsors here on the Prep Insider stream. All right, 2 minutes to go. I want to tell the story, as I aspirated right there, about this Christian Patriots girls basketball program. A program that was Division IV in 2017. A program that basically absorbed Horizon Prep when it was no longer into being here in San Diego. And head coach Vicki Carrington, she was the head coach at Horizon Prep. Her daughter Dejanay, who plays for the Connecticut Sun, she was at Stanford. She was part of that phenomenal Baylor team who lost to Connecticut last year in the championship. She was the player who took the last shot in the NCAA Women's Championship last year. Now a miss, but hey, you got to take the last shot in that 2-point loss last year to UConn, and now she's in Connecticut. But my point is okay, so Christian moves from D4 to D2 at the same time that Coach Carrington joined this program. Then they won. They go on and they win the Division II state championship. They don't just win the San Diego section championship. They actually go on and win Division II state championship. So they get bumped up to D1. And guess what? This team is an open division team. Not only an open division team, they win the championship here in the San Diego section. This team has been on a journey. And at the helm of that journey has been head coach Vicki Carrington. By her side, her husband Darren Carrington Sr. and her daughter Diara Carrington, the family that has made this program into what really is a perennial now here in El Cajon. I mean, it is just such a special story. Not a lot of people know that, and not a lot of people realize that this Christian team is primed for quite some time. Head coach Carrington, also head of Cal Sparks, which is a free travel ball program, part of the Nike circuit. They only take so many students, but as a philanthropy, instead of charging students for quality basketball opportunities, she has a team of girls that she fields every year, part of the Cal Sparks with her daughter Dejanay. It is an amazing philanthropy, a wonderful program. This Carrington family, one to be emulated for sure. By the way, the winner of this game plays the winner of El Camino Sarah. I have a game update for you. El Camino is up 37-15 on Sarah at half. 37-15. So if that lead holds, the winner of this game will play El Camino on the 5th on Saturday. Of course, Christian, the 5 seed. El Camino would be the 4 seed. That game would be back up in the North County. All right, here we go for the second half of action. Christian starts in possession, and ball goes out of play under the hoop off of Torrey Pines, so Christian gets it back. They're up 30-21, a 9-point lead here to start the second half. Straightaway three. Williams held the shot. It was on target, but it was about a foot short. And Torrey Pines comes the other way with it. Zoe Lau straight away. Calling the shots. 9-point lead, the largest of the game. It fluctuated between 4 and 6 for much of that first half. Tiffany Bickford steps into the passing lanes. Can't hit the lay-in as she gets pushed from behind. And Kayla Taruya picks up a foul, sending Bickford to the line. She has been all over the place. And she has insane speed going coast to coast, trying to do it herself. Second foul here on Kayla Taruya will send Tiffany Bickford to the line. Nearing her season average of 12 points. She does average 7.5 rebounds per game. This Christian team is overall a very good rebounding team. 3 players averaging over 7 rebounds per game. Bickford rims out on the first attempt as she lines up attempt number 2. So again, El Camino up 37-15.5 over Sarah. Winner of this game plays the winner of that game in the quarterfinals on Saturday. We will be following basketball the rest of the way, and of course we'll have the championships here on the Prep Insider stream next week. Bickford misses, rebound falls to Williams, and a traveling violation is called as she swings it up to Coco Acreage at the straightaway spot. Patriots turnover, gives it back here to Torrey Pines. About 40 seconds in here to the second half. Zoe Lau, who does have a 3 tonight, brings it to the near side. Teruya now against a 2-3 zone defense. You'd look for them to bring it to the shoulder. There it is. It's it's Hetrick on the right shoulder. Tried to flip it up from 6 feet. It's too hard. Kristen Williams with the outlet pass to Bickford, and a 1-on-2. Bickford trying to split the double team. Faces contact, no whistle, she can hit. But Coco Ackridge is there to clean up the offensive rebound and lay it in for 2. 11-point lead, the first double-digit lead we've had here today, and it comes at the 6:49 mark in the second half for the Patriots. Straightaway 3 by Ramirez. Not a good shot off right. Offensive rebound by Hetrick, and she floats it back up and in for 2. Good heads-up play by Hetrick. Williams cutting Bickford, and she can't hit the reverse layup, but a phenomenal outlet pass and a great cut. That's all. Sometimes all you have to do is put yourself in the best possible position. It may not always work, but that's the right play to make. Left wing Hetrick, dribble drive down the left baseline, flips it up with the left hand. It's too long. Bickford rips down the rebound. Outlet passes on the right baseline to Williams, taking the baseline around on the flip. She can't hit. Rebound falls to Bickford, swings it to the corner, and Little, a step inside the pocket, took the 2, airball long. Rebound falls to Ramirez. Ramirez now dumps it into the middle of Williams. Fakes right. She's rejected, though, by Weback. Second rejection here for Serena Weback. And then the outlet. Williams tries to alley-oop it in and can't. Rebound falls to the Falcons. Lau now running the break. It's a 3-on-1 for Lau. Into the corner. Ramirez thought about a 3. Steps inside. Too hard. Offensive rebound by Hetrick, and she swings it back up on the right wing. Teruya. Back to Lau. 5:30 to play here in the third quarter. 3 on the left wing by Ramirez is short. Rebound falls to Jay a Little. Crossing the timeline. Pass through Ackridge. Right wing 3 too hard. Tracks down the rebound. Tried to flip it into the middle where nobody was there. But a handful of red jerseys, and Torrey Pines gets it. And a steal here by Williams. Taking it coast to coast. Kristen Williams lays it in for 2. 34-23 after turnovers on both sides go awry. Outlet pass into the corner where Ramirez is wide open. Left pocket 3, and she drills it through. Second 3 here for Paola Ramirez. Cuts the lead to 8, 34-26, 4:45 to go here in the third. And Sanjale Coco Ackridge bringing it up here for Christian. Keeping it slow. Christian has forced the issue through the pace of play this season. Almost loses it. Hounding defense by Ramirez. Ackridge gets some space freed up, but she's met at the rim for rejection by Kayla Teruya. Ball goes out of play off of Torrey Pines, and it'll stay with Christian. Alyssa Spears coming back in here for Christian. She did have a 3 in that first half. 34-26, Torrey Pines basketball. Gets a full court trap. Little gets a hand on it. Little gets it back. Little lays it up and in through the contact. Jay Little getting it all done here for Christian. 36-26 pending the extra point. Third foul here on Rory Hetrick. Not a player that you want to see in foul trouble when you have to climb out of a hole here in the second half. Little back at the line. She's missed both of her attempts here today so far. Lining up the and one. She misses short left. Tries to track down the rebound, but it's tipped away by Sydney Taylor. Taken here by Torrey Pines. Here comes Hetrick. Right baseline. Stops. Brings it back. Straight away 3 by Lau. Short left. Rebound ripped down by Taylor. Keeps possession alive here for Torrey Pines. Left shoulder now. Hetrick. Good defense by Ackridge. Forces the give up. Back up top to Ramirez. Ramirez now bringing it right. Taking it right baseline. Keeping possession. Little steals it from her. Now Little running the break for the Patriots. Outlet pass well over the head of Tiffany Bickford and out of play. I don't think anybody outside of like Yao Ming would have been able to catch that ball anyways. So it doesn't matter if you're Tiffany Bickford or, I don't know, insert 7'2" center here. That ball is going to be out of play no matter what. JP Melvin coming back in. Serene Weback will take a seat. 36-26 is where we stand. 3:50 to go here in the third. In a game that has been controlled by Christian from the onset. Hetrick gets it in. It's Teruya. Back to Hetrick on the near side, and she'll calmly bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Bickford on that right wing. looking for a screen from Taylor, doesn't take it, goes right baseline, stutter steps to the rack, and lays it in for two. Good heads-up play by Rory Hetrick, using the stutter step to free up play, but here comes quickly the Christian Patriots. Alyssa Spears had her pass into the middle taken away, and here come back the Falcons. Taruya, left shoulder, back to Lau up top. Dumps it off to Hetrick on the right wing, picked up by Bickford, finds a cutting Taruya, who lays it up and in for two, totally uncontested. And we have a timeout called by Christian, a full timeout. What was once an 11-point lead has trickled down to 6, 36-30. Torrey Pines making a run here in the first round of the Division I girls basketball postseason, right here on the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section. Stream brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Back from El Cajon and Christian High School in a moment. And just like that, Kristen Williams will check back in here out of the timeout. Head coach Carrington gave her first rest here, and it came about 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And real quickly, Torrey Pines goes on a 5-0 run. They trail by 6, and Williams will check back in here for some much-needed momentum for the Christian Patriots. They'll get it back with a full court to go out of the timeout. Torrey Pines really forcing the issue. They're doing a good job moving off the ball, creating space for Hetrick, applying pressure in the full court. Passing, taken here by Little. On the right wing, picked up by Lau. Ferocious defense by her. Forces the pickup, but a foul is called. Little too much aggression out there on the wing by Zoe Lau. But a really good defensive effort. She forced Jaya Little to pick up the basketball, which is all you want on that wing, but her momentum pushed her into Little and enacted the team's third foul here of the half. On the inbound, Williams dumps it on the right block to Melvin, muscling her away for a floater, but she leaves it wide left. Rebound falls to Taylor, swings it up to Lau, facilitating up top now. Lau steps into a right wing three, leaves it off right. Melvin was there for the rebound, and it goes off of Torrey Pines. I believe Kayla Taruya knocked it away. Full court to go here for the Patriots. 2:48 to play in the third quarter. Here comes Ackridge. On the left shoulder, she stops, kicks it near side corner to Bickford. Bickford spinning her way to the rack, try to float it to Melvin. She's able to get it, gets hacked by Taylor. And that'll be the fourth foul and the side out here for Christian.
That is her third. Fourth team.
Remember, winner of this game plays the winner of El Camino, Sarah. El Camino is up 47-17 right now in that one. 47-17 at the beginning of the third quarter for El Camino. Of course, Torrey Pines played El Camino back at the beginning of the season when they were shorthanded, lost 71-53. But they'll tell you that this is a very different Christian team. Nice dump down for Williams to Melvin, and she lays it in for two. A little underhanded scoop from Kristen Williams to Melvin. And that was a much-needed Patriot basket. Their first in over 2 minutes, 38-30. Lead back up to 8. Here comes Hetrick up top. Stutter steps on the left block. Goes around Melvin on a sweeping lefty layup, and it goes in for two. Not an easy shot, but Hetrick makes it look easy. Lead back to 6 here for the Patriots. Little with it left wing. Goes to Ackridge. Looking to Bickford in the corner. She keeps it. Picked up by Rux. Straight away. Ackridge putting the moves on. No call. Layup is errant. Rebound falls to Ramirez. Here come the Falcons. 3-on-3. Straight away 3. Ramirez airball. Not a good shot when you have teammates running in transition to your sides. Ball goes out of play, and Christian will have a full court and possession back. In transition, you gotta swing that ball, right? There are four red jerseys around you in transition. Here comes Williams. Picked up by Taruya. Up atop the arc. Putting the moves on Taruya, but she's doing a good job sliding with her. Williams faces Taruya with a layup. And she couldn't hit it as the ball goes out of play. Torrey Pines gets it back. Zoe Lau will make a reappearance here. Paolo Ramirez will take his seat. Hetrick, Lau, Taylor, Taruya. Laura Rux, the 5 on the floor for Torrey Pines. They bring it up. Lau straight away, picked up by Little, swings it right wing to Hetrick. Hetrick picked up by Bickford. Cross-court heave to Rux. Fakes the three. Stutter steps to the rack. She gets hacked. She'll go to the line for two.
Foul was on Christian's number 10,
Jaya Little, her
First team foul.
first foul. First team foul. Christian does such a good job staying out of foul trouble. 14 fouls for Torrey Pines, one here for the Patriots. 1:14 to go in the third quarter. 38-32. But Laura Rux with a prime opportunity to cut into this lead ever more. First one, a little long, but she got the friendly roll. I guess the Christian Gymnasium is friendly to Laura Rux. Second one, off left, so not as forgiving on the second one. Rebound, though, tracked down by Hetrick, goes to Taylor, back out to Rux. Right wing three, Lau, swish! And that's a 4-point swing. Maybe you're okay with the second missed free throw. 38-36. It's back up to a 2-point lead. Here comes Ackridge all the way to the rack. She comes flying in. Faces contact from Rux. She'll go to the line for two. 38-36. This is the closest this ball game has been since the first quarter. And Torrey Pines, who was down by 11 earlier in the third, has climbed all the way back. One possession away from making this thing real. Well, it's been interesting already, even more interesting through that point. On the inbound here for the Patriots, Sydney Taylor gets into the passing lanes, knocks it away. Stays here with Christian on the side. 28 seconds on the shot clock. 38-36, under a minute to play here in the third. Ackridge, she inbound. JP Melvin, right post. Going up against Taylor. And they called a wraparound, an offensive foul. She wrapped her off arm around Sydney Taylor. That's JP Melvin's second team foul here. 23-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Taruya brings it up to Hetrick, who crosses the timeline here for the Falcons. Hetrick has been a thorn in the side of the Patriots here this evening. On the right wing, she stops at the free throw line, dumps it down low to Taylor, who's uncontested. She lays it up and in for two. We are tied for the first time since 2-2. It's 38-38. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock here for the Christian Patriots on offense. Crossing the timeline comes Williams. You know that she wants the lead back. Swings the left wing to Ackridge. Sets the screen. Ackridge now swinging right, hands it off to Little. Back up top. Goes to Williams. Tries a long three. Way too hard. Ackridge tracks down the board with 5 on the shot clock. Back out Bickford. And she gets dropped to the floor, but not before she walks with it. And Torrey Pines forces another Christian turnover. This feels like a very different game than 6 minutes ago when Christian was up by 11. And now Torrey Pines has an opportunity to take their first lead since 2-0. With 6.2 seconds to go here in the third. Full court to go. Long inbound find Lau. She crosses the timeline. Straight away picked up by Little. Lau, dump down. Taruya rejected at the rim as the buzzer expires. And folks, we have a heck of a ball game on our hands. It's 38-38 heading to the fourth quarter. We're going to step aside for a quick 45-second timeout. You don't want to go anywhere. We have a good one here in the first round of the girls basketball Division I postseason on the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section stream, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. 38-38 to the fourth we go here in a moment. All right, ready to go here. Fourth and potential final quarter. Welcome back to Christian High School, home of the Patriots. Jonathan Rifkin on hand with you for a phenomenal opening round of girls basketball here at the Division I level. The fifth-seeded Christian High School Patriots tied with the Torrey Pines Falcons 38-38. And the Falcons will have the ball to open up the fourth quarter, looking for their first lead since 2-0. It's Hetrick at the free throw line, picks up her dribble, hands it back off to Lau. High arcing three off left, off of Taylor's fingertips. Jay a little tracks it down. Lau takes it away. Left wing Lau, dumping it down to Taylor. It's over her head, out of play, and Christian gets it back. Opening 16 seconds, quite hectic, but isn't that a motif for this game? Full court press now by the Falcons as Williams takes the inbound. Picked up by Taruya. She goes behind the back to cross the timeline. Williams with a full head of steam. Ball is tipped away out of play. Goes off her knee, and Torrey Pines gets it back. It was 17-11 after one. At halftime it was a 7-point lead. And in the backcourt, whistle is blown as Christian was pressing Torrey Pines. And we have a foul on Kristen Williams. Her first foul for the senior superstar here for Christian High School. 30 seconds in here to the fourth quarter, 38-38 we remain. Full court to go for Kayla Taruya, as she crosses the timeline, picked up by Ackridge, not giving her much space. Taruya now in the left corner, picks up her dribble, swings it out to the left wing, Lau. Lau dumps it down to Sydney Taylor, but it's knocked away by Jaya Little. And under the hoop, an inbound here for the for the Torrey Pines Falcons. Hetrick into Taylor. Try to force it back to Hetrick. Ball tipped away by Williams. Bodies flying everywhere. Bickford comes away with it. The Patriots have possession. And down on the floor, holding her left knee, is Kristen Williams. Gets helped up, and she's walking under her own power. As you hear the crowd give her a round of applause. Glad to see that she's okay. And she will walk to the sidelines to inbound this ball for her Patriots team. 38-38, 7:09 to go here in the fourth. We're trying to figure out, I guess when you go down because you're the player who caused the dead ball, you have to come out for at least a possession. So Maya Walker will come in, her second appearance here today, and Kristen Williams will immediately go and take a seat at the scorer's table to check in on the next dead ball. Inbound to Jaya Little. She's been really good at point here today for the Patriots. Stops on the left block, beats Lau to the point, and lays it in for two. 40-38. First basket here for the Patriots in the fourth. They regain a 2-point lead. Paolo Ramirez, right baseline. Swings it to Taylor in the corner. Back up top, Taruya. Almost loses it, but she's able to get it back up atop the key. Taruya now, dribble drive. On the block. Turns against a much taller Webeck. Can't hit. Rebound falls to Torrey Pines. Hetrick with it. Back out. Lau for three. She hits. And Torrey Pines gets their first lead since 2-0. It's 41-40 here with 6:25 to go in the ball game. In the backcourt, a full court press by the Falcons. Tips the ball out of play. It'll be side out for the Patriots. The first lead here. And it comes with a big three by Zoe Lau. And a whistle was blown. Was there a 5-second timeout? No, a timeout was called by Coach Vicki Carrington to our left. She is not incredibly happy right now with the defensive effort for her team. A lot of turnovers also. Torrey Pines has turned up the intensity. Let me tell you, folks, I mean, you can feel the difference here from the first half into the second half. The Patriots came out of the gate swinging here in the second half. They went up by 11 with about 5.5 to go in that third quarter. Williams came out, and then the tail of the tape flipped, and Torrey Pines started to shift the momentum into their favor. They cut the lead to 6. Williams came back in, but they kept chipping away, and here they are now, finally getting over the hump, courtesy of the Zoe Lau three. Out of the timeout, here we go, 41-40, 6:25 to go here in the fourth. It'll be side out, Coco Ackridge quickly inbounding it to Little, but it's tipped out of play by Lau, and once again, the Christian Patriots with a full court to go. Remember, there's no 10-second, 8-second violation in girls basketball. They can hang out here until the 1-second mark if they want to on the shot clock. Another tipped ball in the full court out of play by the Falcons. So for the fourth time, we'll have an inbound by the Christian Patriots. Kristen Williams comes back in. Amaya Walker will take a seat here. It's still a full court to go, 26 seconds on the shot clock for the Patriots. Ackridge gets it into Williams. Picked up by Torrey at the timeline. High screen off the right by Webeck. Frees up Williams. Pulls up from straight away free throw line and drops it through. 42-41. Williams with a much needed spark here for the Patriots. Here comes Torrey. Picked up in the full court by Williams. She is playing with a head of steam right now on defense. Torrey falls and they call a foul on Williams. She can't believe it, and neither can the crowd behind me.
Foul is on Christian number 5, Kristen Williams. That is her second.
Inbound right in front of us here. Second foul on Williams. Rory Hetrick inbounded here. 42-41. Torrey Pines trails here. 5:50 to go. Hetrick, left baseline, dribble drive, flips it up too hard off the fingertips of Taylor. Tracked down by Bickford. Here comes Christian. Outlet heave. Mix comes away with it as a collision happens up atop the arc. A lay-in by Williams. And we have a Torrey Pine Falcon down after a really bad collision on that outlet pass. It's Paula Ramirez who collided with Kayla Taruya out up top on that outlet, and immediately the Christian trainer is out here along with Morgan Overman, the head coach for the Torrey Pines Falcons. We're going to step aside for an injury timeout. 44-41, Christian up by 3, 5:36 to go. And Paolo Ramirez being looked at here on the floor. So Paolo Ramirez getting helped up here by our head coach and the training staff. Very tough sight to see. Just a phenomenal player, a senior guard, giving this game her all. She has been hounding the perimeter defensively. She's been taking three-pointers. She's been vocalizing with her teammates, and just somebody that you don't want to see anybody go down, but just a heartbreaker, and we certainly hope that she's okay and that she can get back out there for this one. Still got a ball game to play. 5:36 left on the clock here in the fourth. 44-41. Christian up by 3. Torrey Pines briefly took a 1-point lead of 41-40 about 2 minutes ago. Their first lead since 2-0, but it was quickly erased by Kristen Williams. Zoe Lau takes the inbound for Torrey Pines. Guns it up to Taruya. Near side corner. That's Lauren Rux. Now on the high shoulder. Gets forced back out. Faces a double. Held ball is called. Kristen Williams partners with Coco Ackridge into that corner to force the turnover. Ball goes to Christian. Full court press by the Falcons. And Williams takes the inbound calmly and brings it up. Coach Vicki Carrington barking out orders here to our left. Along the left baseline, dribble drive by Ackridge. Too hard off the glass. Off the fingertips, though, of Hetrick. And actually, I think she got tied up with Rux down low. Either way, some friendly fire. And under the hoop, a fresh possession here for Christian. Williams on the inbound. It's taken away by Taruya. Outlet pass to Hetrick. One-on-one with Bickford. She goes at Bickford and lays it in for 2. Ahead of steam for Rory Hetrick. Lead is cut to 1, 44-43 under 5 to play here in the fourth. Ackridge hands it off to Little. Along the right baseline, she gives it up to the corner. Bickford with it, faced by Hetrick. Moving to her left, there's 10 on the shot clock. Bickford, errant layup. She gets hacked, can't hit. She'll go to the line for 2. And that was a bailout by Rory Hetrick. Tiffany Bickford at the line.
16 foul.
14 foul for Rory Hetrick, 1 away. And 16 fouls here for Torrey Pines. 1 more foul to give in the fourth quarter. Bickford calmly drops through the first one. 45-43 pending part 2 here on this trip. You can hear a pin drop right now in the gym. Makes me feel self-conscious talking because I don't want to distract the free throw shooters. Either way, Bickford hits both, 46-43. A 3-point lead here for the Christian Patriots. Inbound to Hetrick. Picked up by the double of Jaya Little and Kristen Williams. Williams takes it away in the backcourt. Williams into the corner. Bickford for three. In and out. Rebound by Ackridge. She's fouled by Rux, and she'll go to the line for two. Don't sleep on offensive rebounding. It is a possession saver. And Ackridge here, after the offensive rebound, will go to the line. Laura Ricks with her fourth foul off the bench. So two key players here for Torrey Pines. Rory Hetrick and Laura Rux both in foul trouble with four. 47-43. Ackridge hits the front end here. Lines up opportunity number two. Elevates it and swishes it calmly. 5-point lead for the Patriots. Inbound goes under the hand of Kayla Taruya, and out of play was Kristen Williams' defense that forced the issue, and the Patriots will get a turnover back to their side of the court. Under the hoop, it'll be Coco Ackridge to inbound. Lobbing it into Bickford on the right wing. Picked up by Hetrick. Floats it up with the left hand. Can't hit. Ball's batted around. On the floor is Little. She's wrapped up with Hetrick. Possession arrow pointed towards Torrey Pines. So the Falcons get it back. And we are going to see a reemergence of Paola Ramirez. Glad to see that. As Laura Rux will take a seat.
Number 3, Paola Ramirez.
Really happy to see Ramirez back out there. She takes the inbound. Picked up by Ackridge with a full court to go. Nice outlet up to Lau. Lau with a head of steam, dumps it to Taylor on the left block. Now right wing. Ramirez fakes the three. Steps inside, lays it up, but it rims out. Rebound falls to Webeck. She's stripped by Taylor, and ball goes off of Christian. Torrey Pines maintains possession here. 4 minutes to play in the fourth. 48-43. They trail by 5. Under the court, Rory Hetrick, no doubt still talking about that foul call that she got called for against Tiffany Bickford. Sometimes you just got to play the game. Under the hoop, Hetrick. Looking for Taruya. It's tipped away by Williams. Outlet pass by Bickford is batted. Picked up by Eckridge. Back to Bickford. Into the corner. Williams steps into a three. Splash! And the crowd loves it. Lead back update for the Patriots. Timeout, Torrey Pines. 51-43. The fifth-seeded Patriots are trying to book their ticket to the quarterfinal, and they are riding the hot hand of the senior superstar, Kristen Williams. During this timeout, we can all take a breath and thank our sponsor, Mission Fed Credit Union, who is a proud partner of the CIF San Diego section. They are also San Diego's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution, exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities through supporting and helping hundreds of local non-profit organizations. We would also like to thank the CCPOA, the California Correctional Peace Officers Association, is a statewide CIF contributing partner. The CCPOA, with 30,000 members and their families, supporting a brighter today and tomorrow for California's student athletes. All right, ready to go out of the timeout, 51-43. Kristen Williams just dropped in a massive three-pointer to put her team back up by 8. Torrey Pines now has to play with a sense of urgency as time becomes a factor. Out of the timeout, it's Zoe Lau crossing the timeline, picked up by Jaya Little, and Little too aggressive on the break. Will pick up her second foul. 5th Christian team foul here. Still 2 to give in the half, or in the quarter, I should say. No more fouls to give for Torrey Pine. They're in the bonus the rest of the way. Side out here for Hetrick. Bounce pass finds Ramirez in the backcourt. Picked up by Eckridge, back up top now. Outlet back to Hetrick in the left corner. Taking the left baseline all the way to the hoop. Ball's batted away under the hands of Taylor. Picked up by Eckridge. Bringing it the other way is Bickford. She hits the deck at mid-court, gets wrapped up with Zoe Lau. A held ball will be called, and possession arrow favors the Patriots. Side out here for Coco Eckridge. 51-43. Patriots lead here, 3:24 to go in the ball game. Winner will play El Camino, who just put the hurt on Sarah in their game on Saturday. Little shimmy shake up top by Williams. Dumps it off to Eckridge. Airballs the three. Ball's batted around. Falls to Webback. She's wide open. Floats it up from 2 feet out and hits. 10-point lead for the Christian Patriots. Here comes Zoe Lau. Nope, that is Kayla Taruya crossing the timeline. Kicking it into the corner to Hetrick, and she is hacked by Williams. Third foul here for Williams. 10-point lead here for the Patriots. 53-43 remains intact. Under 3 to go here in the fourth. Side out Hetrick. Bickford to guard. Bounce pass to Taylor. And it goes back to Hetrick here on the right wing. And Hetrick lines up a 3. And it's left. Rebound falls to Williams. Taking the right baseline all the way up. Nice bounce pass looking for Eckridge. Stepping in the way, though, is Ramirez. She gets a hand on that ball. Ball goes out of play. Under the hoop will be an inbound here by Coco Eckridge for Christian. And actually, are they saying they don't know who went off of and they're going to call it a jump and flip possession here to Torrey Pines?
We're calling this a held ball.
They're calling it a held ball, so Torrey Pines gets it. All right, why not? Eckridge inbound, bounce pass to Ramirez. Picked up by Eckridge. She beats her across the timeline. Here comes Ramirez all the way to the rack. She's rejected by Webback. Webback hits the deck. So does Ramirez. Whistles blow. And we have a foul on Sydney Taylor in the front court here for Torrey Pines. Her 4th foul, 8th-team foul. And that will send Serene Webback to the free throw line here in a 1-and-1 situation. Trying to pad the lead. Christian is led by as much as 11. Torrey Pines was able to cut that lead. They were even able to take the lead in the third quarter. It was 41-40. Since then, Christian, as Webback can't hit the first or the front on the 1-and-1, Christian is currently on a 13-2 run against Torrey Pines since Torrey Pines led 41-40. Across the timeline, Zoe Lau. She had that last 3. Swinging it to the corner for 3, Taruya. Too hard on the slingshot. Bickford with the rebound. Outlet pass on the left wing. And Coco Eckridge will slow it up. Now in the corner, wide open is Little. Too short, though, on the 3. Williams gets the rebound in the right corner. Swings it to Bickford. Right wing 3. Too hard. Eckridge is there for another offensive rebound. On the left wing into the corner. Jaya Little into the paint. Meets the arm of Sydney Taylor. And that's her 5th foul. She is out of this game. And to the free throw line goes Jaya Little. Sydney Taylor played real hard tonight, making things real difficult down low for Serene Webback and Tiffany Bickford, even JP Melvin when she was in. And we will see Avery Merson, the freshman, making her first appearance here. And Christian, a minute 49 away from booking their ticket to the quarterfinals against El Camino. Little can't hit the first, too hard. 53-43, the score remains here with a $1:49 to play here in the ballgame. Little's been struggling from the free throw line here tonight. Lines up attempt number 2. Calmly drops that one in. 11-point lead, matching the largest here of the evening, and it comes at the most opportune time for the Patriots. A $1:45 to play, 54-43. Here comes Zoe Lau across the timeline. Picked up by Little. Taking it right at Webback. She gets hacked, and Zoe Lau will head to the line for 2. Love the aggression right there by Zoe Lau, being undeterred by the trees down low.
Number 25, Zoe Lau is at the line.
And Lau, who, again, had that big 3 to put Torrey Pines up 41-40 a quarter ago, can't hit the first. Torrey Pines has scored 2 points since then. A 14-2 run for the Patriots to this point, since Torrey Pines led 41-40. And the lefty goes 0 for 2 into the paint. Comes Hetrick, who gets the rebound, swings it back out. Lau for 3. Off right, Webback is there, and a $1:30 to play. Here comes Williams and the Christian Patriots. Kristen Williams, a look of vigor on her face as Kayla Torrey picks her up deep left wing. Williams putting the moves on Torrey, sliding in front of her. 15 seconds on the shot clock here. Williams beginning her action on the right wing, dumps it into the middle to Jaya Little, who can't hit the floater. Rebound falls to Hetrick. Here she comes, turning on the Jets. Rory Hetrick, coast to coast. She gets fouled and she'll head to the line. Are they saying it was before? No, it doesn't matter because single bonus time here for Christian. We'll send Hetrick to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul on Jaya Little, her third.
18.
And with the clock stopped at 1:03, we'll see Rory Hetrick at the line. This is a perfect opportunity for Torrey Pines because the clock stops. You have your best free throw shooter at the line. And she can hit. Ball batted around on the floor. Taruya gets it, flips it to Lau. She misses a wide open layup. Rebound falls to Tiffany Bickford. Outlet up to Little. Jaya Little, Aaron on the lay-in. Ball's batted around, comes away to Hetrick in a 2-on-2. Hetrick right wing. Picked up by Williams, dumps it up. Taruya spots up a three. It's about 4 feet to the left. Lau makes an attempt at it, but it's already out of bounds. And the Christian Patriots get it back. A 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. We are getting a platoon swap here for Torrey Pines. In comes Nicole Goldman, the junior. She'll join Avery Merson, Alexa Thomas. And Zoe Lau rounds up the order. Outlet on the right block here to Webback. She flips it up off right. Offensive rebound to Bickford. Finds Little. Wide open. Jaya Little putting the exclamation point. Putting the icing on the top of the first round Sunday here for Christian. 56-43. And the Christian Patriots are 23 seconds away from booking their ticket to that quarterfinal. We will see a Christian platoon swap. Noelle Sanchez will come in. So will Rebecca Zaldana, Lottie Mae Glenn, Alyssa Spears, and we'll see who the fifth Patriot is back out there. It'll be Alicia Cifuentes for Christian. So a 5-player swap on both sides. 23.7 to go at the timeout. Christian up by 13. Looking to put the exclamation point on this one and get to work preparing for El Camino on Saturday, a team they already lost to back in the second game of the season. But again, a very different Christian Patriots team, and we're seeing it before our eyes tonight here at Christian High School. All right, full court to go. On the inbound is Grace Trusso, the freshman, finding Zoe Lau. She crosses the paint. Straight away, Lau pulls the trigger, drops it through for three. She has been phenomenal at the point here for Torrey Pines. Inbound taken here by the Patriots. It's Alyssa Spears, 56-46. 5 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go. And the Christian Patriots are headed to the girls basketball Division I quarterfinals, where they will play El Camino. They beat Torrey Pines 56-46 in a Rockets ball game that saw both sides play really hard. Torrey Pines was down by 11. They climbed all their way back. And guess what? Kristen Williams has scored her 1,500th career point, and she gets a plaque awarded to her here at Christian High School. I need to get a picture of this. So we're going to sign off here from Christian. The final, the Patriots take it 56-46.